Okay, please find a relaxed and comfortable posture. Lovingly and kindly close your eyes. Take a peaceful, deep, long breaths to relax your body and mind. Inhale and exhale peacefully and kindly. Breathe in and breathe out. While you are inhaling and exhaling, make sure to relax your body. Find your comfortable posture. Inhale and exhale. Slowly and gradually observe your body from the top of your head to low of your toes. Relax your muscles. And relax each part of your body. Inhale and exhale. At the same time, mindfully and slowly, observe the peacefulness, stillness around you in this room. I hope it is perfect time to start our practice with having peaceful mind and body. In this moment, we are going to cultivate the feelings of compassion, kindness, love towards yourself and towards everybody without having any conditions. Think, may I be content? May I be patient? May I be healthy? May I be learn to care for myself with joy and ease. Also, you can use your own words to continue self-love. May I be content. May I be patient. May I be healthy mentally and physically. With having loving motivational thoughts towards yourself, bring your attention to your loved ones, your friends, family members. Maybe they are not close by you. Maybe they are in a different locations. Maybe out of the country. But still, we can connect heart to heart. With having those feelings towards your loved ones, think, may my loved ones be filled with loving kindness. May not any difficulties or dangers come to them. May they be free from inner and outer dangers. May they be strong and healthy mentally and physically. If you know somebody who needs your thoughts, your blessings, who's having tough, difficult time, if you know somebody, bring your attention and send your kindness, your wishes towards the person who needs your thoughts, your wishes. Now expand our loving thoughts towards all the living beings. May all the living beings be filled with loving kindness. May they be able to find peaceful and healthy environments. May they be safe and protected. May they be able to take care of themselves happily and healthy. Now bring your attention that people who is considered as the difficult ones for you. You might have in difficult ones, maybe you not. If you have that somebody who's really troubling for you, who's giving you a hard, difficult time, that you do not like to see, that you do not like to talk, but it is always important to understand you have tools, which is your practice. Try to practice your loving kindness towards your difficult ones, if you have anybody. May my difficult ones be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in mind and body. May they be able to find noble friends like you all, noble guidance. Now mindfully and slowly take a few peaceful breaths. Slowly and gently breathe in and breathe out. And also it is perfect time to move your body around, change your posture if you want. Find a comfortable posture to continue your practice. And gently bring your attention to your breath. Let's continue our practice silently. I know you know how to meditate, how to practice mindfulness, breathing meditation. There's always one thing I'm telling you to apply. Whenever you are having distractions, take a few peaceful breaths and slowly and mindfully come back to practice. At the same time, you might have in thoughts. Just let them come and go. Let's start our practice. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully, without wondering future or past. So while you are meditating, I would love to do a special chanting to bless you all. While you are listening to the chanting, you can imagine your loved ones, your friends, your family members, whoever close to you, and you can continue your loving kindness practice towards your loved ones, towards all the living beings. Listening to this chanting lovingly and kindly, may not any difficulties come to you, may not any dangers come to you. May be well, happy and peaceful. May you be strong and healthy, mentally and physically. Please listen to the chanting lovingly and kindly. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Maha karuniko nato hitaya sabba paninang purentva Parami sambhapanto sambodhi muntamang Etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Jayanto bodhiyamule sakhyanan nandi vandano Evantui anjayo hotu jayasu jaya mangalan Sankhatva buddha ratanang osadang uttamang varang Hitan deva manusanang buddha tejena sontinānaṁ santu padva sambe Dukkha bhupa samintu te sankantva dhamma ratanang osadang uttamang varang Parilabhupa samanan dhamma tejena sontina Nan santu padva sambe bhayabhupa samintu te Sankantva sangaratanang osadang uttamang varang Ahuneyang pahuneyang sangate jena sontina Nasantu padva sambe roga upasamintu te Yang kinci ratanan loke vijjati vividha putu Ratanang buddha samannanti tasma sotti bhavantu te Yang kinci ratanan loke vijjati vividha putu Ratanang dhamma samannati tasma sotti bhavantu te Yang kinci ratanan loke vijjati vividha putu Ratanan sangha samannati tasma sotti bhavantu te Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabba rogo vinasatu Mate bhavatvantarayu sukhi digayuko bhava Bhavatu sabba mangalan rakhantu sabba devata Sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalan rakhantu sabba devata Sabba dhammanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalan rakhantu sabba devata Sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Now mindfully and gently take a few peaceful breaths. Breathe in peacefully and breathe out peacefully. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart. Make sure to apply the practice every day, at least 2-3 minutes. May peace be with you. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thank you so much. Please slowly open your eyes. So today we can chant "We believe and my wish." So I don't know which page. "We believe and my wish." Okay, if you find, please say "We believe." We believe in generosity towards others. We believe the skillful noble path is marked by generosity. We believe generosity is generously. Speak generously. Act generously. My wish, may I become at all time, both now and forever, protector for those without protection, guide for those. Okay, everybody, how are you? How was your weekend? You had a good time? So, thank you for coming and happy to see you all. And I hope you enjoyed the meditation and also chanting. I was thinking to do something different, so it just came to my mind. And I felt same time the peace and relaxed. Then I was thinking, okay, let's do some different chanting. So, happy to see you all. And so yesterday I did a Zoom program, and Martha, she was there, and I was telling everybody who was there. Yesterday was a special day for me, and 2002 July 9th, that was the day I became a monk 21 years ago. So it was yesterday, so it was a special day for me. But I don't do anything special, no party and no celebrations, just being in my room and just doing temple things. So then also it was my teacher's birthday. Maybe he turned into 66, and Bhante Assaji and me, and we all became monks under same teacher. And several years ago he visited here too, and so I'm really grateful for my teacher because I'm here because of him, and also because of Bhante Assaji. So maybe today I was thinking to talk about something else, but then I changed my mind. Maybe I can explain to you how I became a monk. So maybe sometimes you might have some questions, and we are wondering, but you are not asking. So it was quite a very interesting journey over the 21 years, being a monk and also being in here in a different country. So there was he passed away almost a few years ago. There was a guy. He was living by my village, and he is the one who introduced me to my temple. Then he told me one time he visited our family, and he said, "There's a nice temple." He knew I would like to become a monk. So then he told my parents, if he wants to go to a temple, I can introduce him to a good temple. It's a really good, nice training center. So that's how I went to my home temple where I ordained. But I didn't have any idea. I just want to be a monk. So only I want to be a monk. I was like thinking it was very cool, and that's it. So that's how I went to the temple when I was 9. Of course, to go to the temple to become a monk, I must have permission from the parents. Otherwise, I can't become a monk. And I got a permission from them. Then I have a brother, and he was fine. Then I have a twin sister. She was a little okay then, but I ended up going to the temple. And then the first day, it was a big temple and a lot of monks. So now it is that my temple close by 100 monks studying, the little monks. And there was 5 boys, they were waiting to become a monk. Then we grew up together at the temple, and I was at the temple a little over close to 2 years. Then a lot of study, a lot of things to do with monks, and then we had a schedule that we had to follow. And if we skip the schedule, we were in trouble. Some punishments, clean the temple and doing all the dishes and hard works that we didn't like that time. So, but it was very nice. But back in the days, I didn't enjoy those things. But when I'm thinking those old days, it brings me so much joyfulness, that little childhood memories at the temple. So, also I'm really grateful for my parents, because how I born to this world, it is very interesting. Maybe some of you remember I was telling this to many people. So I was born in ambulance, that my mom was going to the hospital. So I was in incubator for 3 months. So my weight was 1.3 pounds. I was very tiny, and my parents, they were that back in the days, they were struggling, and so they didn't have money, and they were having a really hard time raise me and my sister. And everybody thought they couldn't raise these kids. Many came to my home and they asked, especially me, to adopt. Then that my father told, no, we are going to raise them. However, I'm really grateful because he didn't do that. Otherwise, I'm not here. I'm not talking to you. Maybe I'm somewhere else doing something. So then, so it's very interesting. So my brother and my parents, they were having the difficult times, but they raised me. And then I moved here almost 6 years ago. I was studying my temple almost close to 11 years, 2002 to 2011. Then 12 to 17, I was a teacher in my monastery. I love history. I taught history, and I taught Pali, the language that we are chanting. I taught Sanskrit. That's another language as a monk that we have to study. So then eventually, then Bhante Assaji asked me, would you like to come here so I can help you? Then I said, of course, yes, I would love to come. But even before that, when I was a little monk, I used to go to library a lot. We have a library. I used to stay all day in the library. I was reading different books. Whatever the books there, I read. Almost, I think I finished half of the library. I was a good reader, but now not at all. It's different. I don't read books compared to that my childhood. So I never thought I'm going to come to here. Many monks, many my friends told me, I know someday you will go to USA, maybe. Our teacher has a temple in Australia. They said, maybe you will go to Australia. Then I said, no, I don't want to go to those countries. So I don't know, maybe I don't know the reason. I love to go to Tibet. Still, I want to go and stay. Then I was telling them, I want to go to Tibet. So that's my dream country. So, but I ended up coming to here. but that my teacher, he really wanted to send me to Australia. The day I got my passport over the mail, he didn't give it to me. He hid it somewhere in his room, and he asked me, why this passport? Where are you gonna go? I said, just for fun, I just got my passport. Then he didn't want to send me to here. Then, I took the decision to come here. Then I came to here 6 years ago, just barely speaking English, and started to talk to people here and communicating and listening. Yes, of course, you guys are talking very fast. I couldn't understand the first few months what you are talking about, so now I don't have that issue anymore. So I was going to MCC, and I was taking English classes and studying different things. And last 5 years, very interesting. I love being here, and I love talking to people and listening to you all and learning something from you, and also you are learning something from us too. Then last 21 years being a monk, it is so much I learn, and many lessons, of course, many distractions as a teenager monk and as a young monk. And we have emotions, feelings. Sometimes we have to go through all the emotions and feelings, and those are like tornadoes come to us, and it's sometimes hard to control. So I'm really grateful, because sometimes it's hard. Then I have that my self-discipline. I'm always thinking, I'm a monk, so I have to manage myself. So it is not easy, actually. So being a monk, it is not easy, it is not fun. Sometimes it is really hard. So there are many people, they want to become a monks, they come and they stay a little while, they just left. So with me, many studied, but most left. And some has kids. So therefore it is a big commitment to being a monk, to continue a journey. And after moved here also, it is a big commitment. There are so many disturbances come to us too, being in this country, being in Woodstock, being in here. So many distractions almost always. So I'm going through those disturbances and trying to stay focused and trying to understand why I'm here, what I'm doing. So trying to always understand I'm a monk, and I'm trying to understand that everything. So during this last 21 years, there's a few things that I learned. There are many, but there are two occasions that the teachings or that experience was really helpful for me. This is one thing. This is never gonna forget me. This was a really big lesson for me. As a monks, we have to study a lot. I told you many times this story. And there was a big exam that I was doing. I didn't study much. Instead of studying, I was playing with little monks. I was playing cricket. That I didn't allow to play cricket. You know what is the cricket is similar to baseball. So I didn't allow to play cricket, or I didn't allow to play. But secretly we were playing cricket instead of studying. The same time I did the exam, the result came. Usually I did really well in my monastery. I studied really well. I got really good results, but this time I was so bad. The result came. The teachers came to me and asked, "Assaji, what did you do? What's wrong with you?" I failed the exam. I was really disappointed at me because of I didn't study much. But that day I thought, this is my turning point in my life. I'm never going to fail any exams in further. So I'm going to do whatever come to my life. I'm going to do my best. I always thought this is my turning point. I failed it, but I took it as a lesson. So since that day, I did so many exams. Then even though come to here, after a few months, I did my driver's license, the test. The first time did something in English, I passed First time, it took less than 10 minutes for me. So then that lesson, the day that I took, it was a big lesson, life-changing lesson for me. So why I'm telling you this, sometimes when you are going through this our life, sometimes the disturbances come to you. You are just down, I don't want to do this anymore. So you are ready to give up everything. But that time you can think, this is my turning point. No matter what, I'm going to encourage myself, then I'm going to continue what I'm doing. So it was a big lesson for me. Still I'm thinking about that lesson. Actually, I failed that exam 2006. So now 2023, I'm still talking about it. So that is one of the biggest lessons that I learned over the years. The second one, this is the one of the heartbreaking one. 2019, most of you know, I lost my father. So losing somebody that I love my father. So usually as a son, we have a close relationship with mother. For me, not. So I have a really good relationship with my father. He's the only one who called me son after monk. So usually the parents, they call me, they don't call their monks son, but he called me son always. And I knew he's gonna die. It was really hard. So, but after I got the news and I went to Sri Lanka, I spent a month with him. And during that hard time, there was one thing I was always thinking, the word acceptance. It was really helpful for me. I was thinking, no matter what, I know he's going to die, I know what's going to happen, I'm going to accept this heartbreaking moment. So, still it is a big lesson for me. I know, time to time, those hard times come to life. Therefore, try to think the word acceptance and try to understand, no matter what, come into your life, you are going to accept it. You are going to get ready for yourself mentally, and I'm gonna continue my life. So that was the second biggest lesson that I learned over the years. So there are so many, but those two events, it was really helpful for me. So today I want to share with you those things. And I want to appreciate almost each time all of you, because you come here and we always teach something, and if you don't come, we don't teach anything. So this teaching is always, I'm telling people, helping me and also helping you. And whenever I'm telling something, I'm just talking to myself too. So I'm trying to apply, and so please continue your practice and help each other, and then we can build a beautiful world. So thanks so much for coming. Do you have any questions? Anything? Yeah.
What age were you when you decided you wanted to become?
Oh, I was 9.
You became a monk when you were 9.
I became a monk when I was 10, but I went to the temple when I was 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you had a goal before that. So what did you see in your world that you said, I want to be that?
Actually, each temple in Sri Lanka, every village has a temple, 1 or 2 temples, and each corner, many temples. And there was a monk in my temple, he was a little monk. So I used to go every Sunday for Sunday school. So whenever I see that little monk, we used to just talk, sometimes we just play, and I was like, this is cool, I want to become a monk. He's the one who inspired me, but he's not a monk anymore now. Yeah.
So once you decided that you wanted to become a monk, at 10 then you study and go to school at the temple, or how does that work?
Actually, in Sri Lanka, monks and lay people, the boys and girls, they have different schools. But for us, we have a different education system. So it is also funded by government. and the government sending all the textbooks and everything, the materials and everything. So we have to study 8 subjects, including maths, science, and of course the teachings. And so yeah, our temple, it's a training school, and it's a school. So I studied 10 years there. Yeah. But if somebody wants to go to university, of course, there are many monks go to different universities after finish their monk studies, and that's a big university close by my temple. Around the world, a lot monks coming to there to study. Yeah.
Did you ever think about wanting to become something else once you were a monk? Or even like now that you think like in the future, like maybe?
Not really, actually. I was just continuing my studies. Then I finished my study. Then that my teacher then asked, if you wanna teach, you can teach. Then I started teaching there. But I never thought I'm gonna do Dharma talks in English, or I'm gonna guide meditation in a different language. So yeah.
Did you have a choice about coming here?
No, not really. So, but Bhante Sujat is our teacher's first student. So we call him here, he's our teacher, and also he's like our big brother in our monk family. So because he's the first student of my teacher. So, but I know him before he even come here, and I know what he's doing here. But then, however, I'm here then through him. Yeah, of course. I'm always happy.